Hello and welcome back to Cool Magic Forum. Today I've got a classic packet trick we're going to take a real good look at. Let's get this started. Hey everyone, I hope you're doing real great today. It feels like it's been a long time since I've been here. I missed you guys. Great to be back, and I'm real excited to share with you this classic packet trick today. This is what's going on. Actually, I've got 8 cards here, okay? And they're not really random cards. They're more like 8 specific cards. Specifically, I've taken out all of the aces. Of course, the ace of spades. I've taken out the queen of hearts. Cards like that tend to be people's favorite cards. And what we're left with is a series of cards that tend to influence people's decision making. And I'll show you what I mean here. If I had a spectator here, I'd have a spectator take a look at those cards. Okay, and now one of those cards is going to call out to you. Okay, you'll get it in your mind here pretty quickly. Okay, do you have one? You're thinking of a card already? Okay, you say, yes, I like that Jack of Diamonds there. See, Jack of Diamonds, great. Okay, because see, this is the real interesting thing. See how all of these cards, each and every one of these cards, all have black backs to them. All of them have a black back, except for one card has a red back. Okay, now that's the 8-card brainwave. Let's get into the tutorial on this. I'm going to break it down and show you some really cool things that you can do with this. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the 8-card brainwave, because this is the thing. I noticed that when I would do that trick for somebody that it left a few questions in spectators' minds. One of them being, and obviously people would ask you, you know, what if I would have picked a different card? I've had people ask me that. I've had people ask me, you know, did you do something with the order of the cards? Or people will just say, you know, wasn't that a strange coincidence? I picked the only card that has a red back to it. Okay, so these are all little questions in people's minds that I would rather alleviate, and at the same time have a bit more fun with the brainwave. Okay, see, now that I would show a spectator, see, it really doesn't matter the order. I can mix up the cards. Okay, I'll give them a good mix, or even better, I'll tell you what, you can determine what order the cards are in. I'm going to say deal or switch. If you say deal, I'm going to deal the card down. If you say switch, I'm going to switch it for the next card down. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Okay, so say the first card, they say deal. They say deal, then they say deal again. So maybe this card, they say switch. Okay, you switch those, and they say switch again. Okay, and then they say deal and deal. Okay, so, well, just for example, we've now arrived at a completely random order of the cards now, and I'm going to lay out all 8 cards again. Okay, you take a look at those cards once again, and you get one of those cards in your mind. Okay, you're looking at one of those cards. What card are you thinking of? They say, I like the King of Hearts this time. Okay, King of Hearts. Okay, great. You've been picking the face cards. Okay, great. Because this is what's real interesting. Like I showed you before, all of these cards, each and every one of them actually all have black backs that I'm holding. All of them, except for one card, has a red back. And people will say, well, wait a minute, what did I just see there? And I said, no, like I said, I like to present this as a strange, like, psychological test. You know how the human eye doesn't always compute back to the brain exactly what's going on. Okay, and that causes optical illusions. I'll show you what I mean. Once again, real randomly, I'll mix up the cards. Okay, we'll give them a mix so they're in a different order, and we'll lay out all 8 of the cards there once again. Okay, because you thought that was strange. This can get a little bit stranger. I want you to take a look at those cards once again. Okay, you get a card in your mind. Okay, you're thinking of one, and they say, yeah, how about the 10 of spades there? Okay, it's spades. Okay, because this is where you get to, the more times you see this, you'll see exactly what's going on. And you see the reality is that actually all of the cards that I've got here are all red cards. Each and every one of them, all are red cards, except for one card is black. Okay, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you continue on with the 8-card brainwave. That gets fantastic reactions. Okay, now let's show you exactly what's going on. Let's really get into the tutorial there. That was kind of how I'll continue on with the 8-card brainwave. Okay, this is what's happening here. And the reality of the situation is, of course, is that you've got red, black, red, black, red, black cards. Okay, you've got your 8 cards set up, red, black, red, black, red, black. Okay, now what I've also done here is that all of the odd cards are all red cards. Okay, see the odd cards? All the odd cards are red cards. See? Odd and red have the same amount of letters in them, and that's how I remember it, and it's part of how I remember part of the invisible deck. It's the same way. Okay, so all of the odd cards are red, and all the even cards are black. See what I'm saying? Okay, I've got them set up that way so that I know what's happening and when the colors are going to switch. Okay, so what I'm doing then, what you'll be doing is very simply laying out all 8 of the cards. Okay, and then your spectator picks one of the cards. They pick the 5 of clubs there. Okay, so their chosen cards, 5 of clubs. Okay, and then you show them. Okay, you peel off one card here. Okay, this is the Olram Subtlety, by the way. Olram Subtlety. But this trick has so much Ed Marlo in it, it's not even funny. I just love it. Okay, Olram Subtlety. O-L-R-A-M. Marlo backwards. Okay, and this is what you're going to do. You're going to peel off that first card. You're going to show like this. Okay, you're going to show both backs there. And you're really just showing the back of this card, okay? Then you're going to turn them over, going to lay them down and show them. See, each and every one of these, you're just peeling that off and repeating, okay? And it looks like you're just showing that card, you know, you're showing each and every one of the backs. You're really just showing that back over and over again, okay? See what I'm saying? And then laying down the other cards. So you're hiding all the red cards just by that. That's the Olram Subtlety, okay? Olram. And so you put that, okay, but put the cards back together, okay, and then once again, you go through, okay, let me show you how I mix those cards once again. This is a Marlo thing. I know Bill Malone called it the randomizer method. I'm pretty sure, though, this is a Marlo thing. This is also Ed Marlo, and this is how we're going to mix the cards, okay. So we've got these cards. Like, you know, you can show them. You can mix them up any way you want. You take a couple cards, move them down to the bottom. You're really not mixing up. You know, you're not really shuffling, but you're mixing them up, changing the order around just a little bit. But what you do here, then, you tell them, okay, now I'm going to let you determine what order the cards are in. I'm going to say deal or switch. If you say deal, I'm going to deal down a card. You say switch, I'm going to switch it for the next card down. Okay. Seems fair enough, right? Okay. Let's say they say deal. You deal down the first card. Maybe they say switch. Okay, so you switch the next 2 cards. Okay. You see what you follow what's going on here? They say deal again. Maybe they say switch. Okay, you're switching. Okay. Maybe they say switch again. Okay, that does nothing but change the order of the cards. You see what's happening there? Okay, when they say deal, when they say switch, that doesn't matter. What's the difference between dealing it and switching it if you're just going to lay it? You see what I'm saying? It's going down the same. Whether you switch them or not, you're not doing anything. You're only reversing the order of the cards. That's all you're doing. And which is good because then it appears in a different order. Okay? So then, say somebody, okay, or you rather you take your cards and lay them out and somebody gets another card. Okay? You see you've gone through that. You've got a different order of cards. Go ahead and pick another card. Okay? Now, say they were to go ahead and pick another odd card, okay? Here's another nice little thing that you can do. You can show them, okay? See how all of these cards are all black and put the top one there. See, one on the top, then the bottom. Top, then bottom, okay? And then that leaves this card here. And then, okay, do the same thing, turn it over, except for one card is red. Now, if you want to, this is a cool thing, this cool little subtlety you can add in there. I would just maybe do it once, but it's a really nice little convincing subtlety. Take that last card, you turn that one all over, and you've got these laid out like this. Okay, now, scoop them up like that, and then underneath here, square those cards up. Square those cards, the bottom ones together. Like that. You've taken that one. That allows you to turn these over and then just drag them all back together. Much more appears that they're just all black cards. See what I'm saying? You'll see when you try it out. Okay. And then what you need to do after you've done that, and it's also a little bit more of a convincer. See, that allows you to pull that aside, put that down at the bottom, and then pick up this card and put it on the bottom. See what I'm saying? You just do that. You know, you don't have to mention it or anything like that. Just do that. But it's a nice convincing move too, because then they just saw 2 cards that aren't You know, that's two cards together that are the same, rather. See what I'm saying? Okay. So that's a nice little subtlety. And then that puts you right back into your red, black order there. Okay. See what I'm saying? Which allows you on the final phase, then if you want to. Now this can go, this changes every time. I know what you might be thinking, and it does change every time. It can go up to 4 times, people picking 4 different cards. Say they pick 4 odd cards in a row. I've had it happen, and believe me, the longer that it goes, the more times that you do this before that card changes, I swear the stronger it goes. I love it to go at least 3 times, you know, if not 4, you know, go all as many times as you can. And people almost start to think that they've got it figured out. And then the cards change color and they're just blown away. This fries minds. I cannot believe the amazing reactions that I've gotten of just people just dumbfounded, just wow. It really gets a really, really strong reaction. The first part, the first brainwave, that's great. You'll get a nice aha reaction. Isn't that cool? When those cards switch colors, it does. I'm not kidding. This really fries people's minds. Okay, now this is a different way that you can do that last part. We're going to lay down all the cards here once again. Okay, all 8 cards. Okay, now say this time they're going to pick an even card. So they pick the 8 of hearts there. Okay, once again, just scoop them up, put that one forward, lay these on top right there. And then you can even say to them, okay, now if you had to guess what card is the back of that. Now they keep seeing all these black cards, so most likely they're going to say black, right? Okay, so they say, well, you know, if you had to guess what color is the back of that card, and they would say black. And you go, exactly right, it's black. Very good. Okay, but isn't that strange how the back of that card is all black and each and every one of the cards that I'm holding here are all red cards? That's a nice way you can end that too, right there. That's a good way to end that little, that you know, just a little bit different reveal to it. And I think it's nice because you ask them, can you guess what color that card is? And most likely they're going to say black. Okay, and you say you're exactly right. See, now that alleviates a lot of this. You know, you got to watch this trick. You know, in your presentation, you don't want it to be so much like every time you say that, every time that we do this, you're just always going to be picking that card and watch what I can do. And you know, I'm a smart ass. I can do this every time. You know, and but put it to them. It's, you know, you can present this very much to it. It's not any kind of sleight of hand. It's just an optical illusion. Okay. People love that, okay? Especially I've had people, I swear, they're like, I think I know what you're doing. I think I know what you're doing. I've had people do it, or I've had people say during this trick, how are you doing that? And then when it gets to the end and they all change, I've had people just flip out on it. So that's a really good, strong trick. And I hope you guys kind of study, go back through that, learn it. Hopefully I explained that well enough and everything. But I've got a giveaway to talk about right now. Well, as always, you know how I like to give away cards, and I still actually have another one of these 4 packs of bicycle playing cards to give away. 2 red decks and 2 black decks that are up for grabs. As always, to get in on any of the giveaways here on Cool Magic Forum, real easy, 3 simple steps. All you got to do, of course, like this video, have to be a subscriber here at Cool Magic Forum. Only subscribers win. And third and finally, I've always got some kind of question that I want to ask you guys, and that is your last and final way to get qualified for this giveaway, is to leave an answer to the question below. David Blaine's going out on tour right now, and which is a really great thing. It's a big event. He's going on a North American tour all over the U.S., and I wanted to ask you guys, what is your favorite David Blaine trick? Your favorite David Blaine trick, or it could be any of one of the stunts that he's done. The favorite thing that you've seen from David Blaine, you know, what influenced you the most? I know David Blaine's always has been a big influence on a lot of magicians, a lot of us. So, yeah, you know, what trick do you like the best from David Blaine, or any one of his stunts? What did you like the best? Leave the answer to that in the comment section below. Like I said, that is your final step to get qualified in winning this 4-pack of bicycle playing cards, sending it anywhere in the world. Like, I really glad to say over the past year and a half or so, I have sent cards all over the world. Very proud of that. Glad to hook you guys up with some cards. Okay. I really hope that you guys like that brainwave trick. I know you do. It's a classic trick. Do learn that trick. Take some time to learn that. The Olram Subtlety. Get it down, okay, and go out and amaze your friends with it, okay? Then come back here and let me know how you did. All right, can you do that? You guys, been great to be back here to share another great trick with you. I have some other really cool ideas on the way very shortly. As a matter of fact, a little hint, even like a second part to this. Something else. Okay. But anyways, been great to be back. Like I said, you guys stay cool. I'll see you in my next video.